Ten most expensive extravagances of Donald Trump. Donald Trump is filthy rich. Now with a net worth of about $3 billion, the real estate magnate, television star and ex-president of the United States can buy just about anything he wants. And he has no problem showing this ability to everyone around him. With the exception of the cheap fast foods he loves, there are not many Donald Trump acquisitions that an ordinary person could afford. Here are the most unbelievable and luxurious things the American president has spent his billions on. Number 10. Many cars. Like many wealthy people, Donald Trump has a beautiful collection of cars. His collection may be among the most impressive of all, and stands out more for quality than quantity. Trump does not collect dozens of cars, but the ones he owns are some of the most expensive, powerful, and highest quality luxury vehicles ever produced. He owns a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren 2003, which cost more than $445,000 at its launch. He also maintains a 1997 Lamborghini Diablo VT, a Mercedes Maybach S600, a Tesla Roadster, and a 2016 Cadillac Escalade. In addition, he also keeps a 2015 Rolls-Royce Phantom close at hand. This vehicle starts at $500,000 and is fully customizable. Finally, there's your 1956 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud, which is technically a replica. This was one of Trump's first cars, and he fell in love with it so much that he ended up paying Rolls-Royce to do the same. The offer was attractive enough that the company happily agreed. Number 9. 17 golf clubs. As he has shown many times in recent years, Donald Trump loves golf. He has been investing in the sport since 1999, when he bought his first club. But he visibly did not stop at one. Currently, he owns not one, not two, but 17 different golf courses around the world. Many of his clubs were properties he snatched after the Great Recession of 2008. See the Trump National Golf Club in Los Angeles. Trump paid $27 million to buy the field from its former owners. Trump and his organization have already spent more than $260 million to renovate and update it, making it the most expensive golf course in history. Although most of Trump's golf properties are in America, he also has several courses in Ireland, Scotland, and Dubai. Considering his job as president is done, he's likely to try to acquire even more fields, possibly in other countries. That way, he can play golf on his own course literally anywhere. Number 8. Private plane of $100 million. If Trump thinks a luxury helicopter is too tight, he can always exchange it for his private luxury aircraft. His Boeing 757 is among the most valuable and powerful private planes on the planet. Trump bought the Boeing, built in 2011, for an incredible $100 million. This alone makes the jet, now formally dubbed Trump Force One, the 8th most expensive plane in the world. And it's likely to be worth even more now, since its owner has updated it a lot. Inside, you will find a lounge, a dining room, a guest room, and Trump's personal master suite. There is a private cinema entertainment system and a private bathroom. This bathroom, very consistent with Trump, boasts a sink entirely plated in 24-karat gold. But don't feel left out because you can't use it. Almost everything on the plane is gold-plated. The plane itself is a technical marvel, featuring a state-of-the-art computerized glass cockpit and two Rolls-Royce engines, which can propel the Trump Force One at speeds in excess of 800 km per hour. Number 7. 3 helicopters. Many rich people have helicopters. Trump, for his part, supposedly had 3, mainly because he's, well, Trump. To be fair, we only saw 2 of them, and considering how much he likes to show off his wealth, it's quite curious that he doesn't show all his toys. The second helicopter was not technically his. Well, it was, but it isn't anymore, if you know what I mean. That was Marine One, the official White House helicopter, which for security reasons is the only helicopter he was allowed to enter while he was president. This is just one of the many advantages that he can enjoy now that he has returned to his private life, the possibility of flying his other most famous helicopter. In 2011, he purchased a new Sikorsky S-76 helicopter, spending more than $7 million to purchase it, but the aircraft was not yet Trumpy enough for Trump. He would have spent $750,000 more so that famous aircraft designer Eric Roth could make the helicopter worthy of the owner's name. The mission was certainly accomplished, as the Sikorsky, now with the name Trump written on the outside in bold letters, is pure luxury in the shape of a helicopter. Almost everything inside, from the seats to the cushions, is colored or covered with gold. Many of the wooden surfaces have the Trump family crest painted in gold, of course. Even the seat belts are golden, because Donald Trump is totally dedicated to stamping his personality on everything he owns. Number 6. Gold all over the place. We can't go any further in a video about Donald Trump without mentioning what he apparently loves most of all. Gold, the ultimate symbol of luxury and prosperity. Trump adorns his world with gold, from gold-rimmed cups and plates to gold-plated sinks on his private planes. Trump's world is only slightly less covered in gold than that of King Midas. Even the furniture, blankets and curtains in their jets and houses are adorned with gold. Incidentally, a detail, whenever possible, he uses genuine 24-karat gold to transform his world into a golden monument. Number 5. Luxury properties. Forgetting politics and reality shows, Donald Trump is first of all a real estate guy. He has been active in this industry since he joined his father's company in the 60s. Trump currently invests in real estate around the world. Outside the United States, he owns buildings in Canada, India, the Philippines, South Korea, Turkey, and Uruguay. In America, Trump owns buildings in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois, Florida, Hawaii, and Nevada. It is difficult to say how much money he has invested over the decades, but considering that his specialty in high-end apartments, it is safe to say that he has spent hundreds of millions, not to say billions, between buying, selling, and investing in all of these properties. Number 4. The Trump Winery. Despite claiming he has never had a drop of alcohol in his life, Donald Trump owns a huge winery. Logically, he's not his best customer. In 2011, Trump bought the Charlottesville, Virginia winery and vineyard, which was at risk of foreclosure. He paid just over $3.5 million for the property. In fact, for quite unusual methods, if we can say so. First, Trump bought acres of land around the property, then made it look intentionally abandoned. This move caused other potential buyers to avoid making an offer to Bank of America, which acquired the winery at an auction for $16 million. The other investors imagined that the property was destroyed and could not be repaired. So, with no other options, the bank was forced to accept Trump's offer of just $3 million. far below the previous value. You can find what you want about the method used in the negotiation, but it was clearly worth it, since the old winery is currently valued at more than $25 million. In addition to changing its name to, guess what? Trump. He renewed it to be much more than a winery. Today, it is a club, a hotel, a place for weddings and corporate events, and in addition, it has several highly awarded wines. Number 3. Gold. A tribute to Muhammad Ali. Not everything Donald Trump spends his money on is super extravagant. Sometimes what he buys has legitimate sentimental value, like his signed copy of a book in honor of Muhammad Ali. The fact that his cover is almost entirely gold is just a bonus. Trump has always been a big fan of the boxing legend, even tweeting after Ali's death about how he was really a great champion and a wonderful guy. So it made sense that he paid a lot of money for the book Gold, a tribute to Muhammad Ali. There are only 1,000 copies of this book in circulation, and each one has been signed by the sports legend. The price of such a beauty? $15,000. Let's face it, this is nothing more than a change of bakery for the American billionaire. Number 2. A gold-plated motorcycle. Donald Trump doesn't usually ride a motorcycle, but he definitely has one. Obviously, being who he is, he couldn't just buy a normal motorcycle. No, he had to find a way to adorn it with as much gold as possible. In 2012, Trump visited the American Chopper set, and the stars of the show agreed to customize an exclusive motorcycle for the then-future president. The tank is made of gold, the handlebars are made of gold, and even the wheels are made of gold. The name Trump came straight on the pedal and the engine. After all, what's the use of having a machine like this without everyone knowing it's yours? We don't know exactly how much Trump paid for the bike or how much it is worth. However, he wholeheartedly approved the project. And isn't customer satisfaction what really matters? Number 1. The Trump Building. In 1995, Donald Trump already had huge assets. At that time, he purchased a 71-story building on Wall Street and renamed it the Trump Building. This building has a long history before Trump. It was built in the late 1920s as part of the so-called Race to Heaven, a competition between several New York bigwigs to see who could build the tallest habitable building in the world. The 283-meter-high building, until then known as the Manhattan Company Building, was ahead for just a month, until it was overtaken by its competitor, Chrysler Building, which added a giant metallic tower and reached 390 meters. When Trump appeared, the building was in disrepair, having been neglected for years after an obscure deal, brokered by the Filipino president Ferdinand Marcos, failed. Trump bought the building in 1995 for $10 million. Either way, it was clearly a good investment, as experts currently value the Trump building at more than $1 billion, making it by far its most valuable property. Not bad for a place that was almost dilapidated before he showed up. If you like the luxurious, gold-plated side of life, be sure to check out more videos on our channel and the link at the top of the description. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, share this video with a friend, and activate the bell to receive more videos like this one. See you in the next video. Bye bye!